Hi, I'm Johny Pach and welcome to SEOUL Cosmetics. Today we are here to talk about alopecia. We're going to find out how it can affect a person and how we can treat it. We're going to be speaking to a real life sufferer who has joined us here in the studio. Taz, really lovely to see you here today at SEOUL Cosmetics. And now tell us, you're a sufferer from alopecia. How long have you had the condition now?
I've had the condition for about 4 or 5 years now, so it's really kind of a shock to discover it, and it kind of just popped up out of the blue.
Now this must have been quite a traumatic time of your life. Tell us, what was the real impact that it had on your life?
I tried to kind of ignore it. I didn't quite realise how serious kind of an issue alopecia is, and I kind of just tried to ignore it and get on with my life as per usual, and just wear a hat. And I kind of dealt with it at the start in that way. It wasn't too bad, but then it kind of becomes a growing problem. These kind of patches, they grow like slightly larger and become more frequent on the heads, and you know, it becomes a serious problem. And so I went to the NHS and tried to get treatment that way, and I also tried to going to Chinese herbal remedies to try and get the problem treated that way too. Both weren't very helpful. They weren't very effective. Especially the Chinese herbal remedy, that was quite disappointing because I spent quite a fair amount of money on that treatment too. So all in all, you know, it was quite a disappointing experience for me.
Now you have tried all of these remedies and nothing has quite worked. What was it about SEOUL Cosmetics that really attracted you to the company?
I came across SEOUL Cosmetics and this idea of having a hair pigment and having a kind of a tattoo kind of option to covering the patches. And it seemed to me like quite a reasonable and logical kind of path to go down. In particular, what caught my eye was that Hina suffers from alopecia herself, so I kind of felt as if she had a real kind of emotional understanding of what it kind of feels like to have alopecia, and that kind of warmed me to the organisation, knowing that I was going somewhere. They really had a kind of deep and compassionate and emotional understanding of how it must feel like.
Now, I must say, you are incredibly brave to have that whole procedure. Tell us, was it quite a nervous time for you?
It's a very kind of easygoing environment here. It's not like you're going into a busy kind of hospital reception. It's easygoing, and they have a very kind of good understanding of how you must be feeling, you know, coming here. So yeah, and it's a really kind of clear process as well. Hina kind of explains the whole process really clearly, and you kind of move forward throughout the procedure with a lot of confidence and great customer service as well. Like Hina deals with your specific needs and any kind of concerns that you have, and like the communication via email and telephone is great, so she kind of supports you through the whole process.
Well, Taz, it's been great to have you here at the SEOUL Cosmetics studio. And tell us finally, were you absolutely fascinated with the procedure and the help that you got here from SEOUL Cosmetics?
Eventually, after the treatment here, I have been able to kind of grow my hair slightly. My eyebrows I've got my eyebrows back, and it is a better appearance than what it was before. I'm hoping that the hair will eventually grow back naturally.